I think when you watch MoreParz videos, you can make a great drinking game out of it. Literally, every time neurotoxin or Australia is mentioned, I promise you, you will not go deeper than 5 shorts before you're blackout drunk.
Did you know Australia has the world's longest highway?
Are we there yet?
No!
I did not know that, but Australia is pretty big, right? And there's a lot of empty space. It would make sense, I think.
Yeah, this f***ing odyssey of a road is Highway 1. A road so f***ing long that just telling you the length in numbers doesn't capture how f***ing ridiculous this thing is. So, to better illustrate my point, let me take you on a bit of a road trip.
Okay, let's go. I take it back, let's not go.
Our journey starts in Melbourne, Victoria, where you're going to hop in your Ford Falcon and pull onto the highway, beginning your journey to Mordor. And you're going to begin that journey with a light 10 hours of driving west, crossing your first state border into South Australia, and passing through that state's capital, Adelaide, the birthplace of Hollow Knight.
What, am I gonna fight the sun?
When you're done fighting the sun, you are going to continue west until you hit the fun part. Western Australia.
Mad Max. Also, we suck at naming states. What does it mean?
You are then going to drive 38 f***ing hours through a featureless desert without ever leaving the state.
I would not want to travel through an Australian desert because from what I've seen in these past MoreParz videos, the Australian wilderness is brutal and I like living. Contrary to popular belief, I like being alive and I don't want to die, so...
Through the state capital, Perth, and then past the mines.
Mines?
Then you're going to hang a right into the Northern Territory, past about 7 million crocodiles.
I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna stay where I am.
Before you will hit Queensland, where you're going to drive through a combination of LA and Las Vegas while trying to avoid hurricanes and every animal in the country.
I was in when you said LA and Las Vegas. That sounds fun. Again, I don't want to die, so maybe I'll just go to Las Vegas, you know? Maybe I don't go to Australia for that.
Then you're going to head south into New South Wales and through Sydney, where you can take a look at all of the standard tourist shit and marvel at how truly f***ed the housing market is.
Oh no.
Once you're done there, you are going to completely avoid the capital state and city of the country, Canberra, because it's f***ing boring and everyone knows it. The only cool thing there is a f***ing slide.
And this didn't even look like a good slide. I'm so sorry.
And then, after 3 full months of driving and
Wait, like 3 months of driving straight? Without pauses. If you were to take a break, it would like add on to the time?
in the lap of the country, you will arrive back in the vape capital, Melbourne, where you're still not done, because you then need to drive onto a boat, cross one of the roughest oceans on the planet, and then drive 3 more hours, which will land you in my home city of Hobart, where, after 14,000 kilometres, you will encounter the final boss of Australia, Neil the Seal.
Oh my god! Neil the Seal! Let's fucking go! My guy!
Oh, you died? You gotta go back to the start.
Would I want to do that road trip? Probably not. It feels like Australia road trip could be interesting, but it feels like Australia road trip would be a lot of empty space with not much to see other than nature, which nature is great. We love nature. But if nature is trying to kill you all the time, after a certain amount of nature, you probably have seen enough nature, you know? So I'll say no to the Australia road trip. That is crazy though that it's so long. I did not know that was a thing. I think if I were to choose a destination for a road trip, I'd want to do like a US 50-state road trip. Just go everywhere. I'm sure every state has at least one interesting place to visit. Also, Buc-ee's. I know Buc-ee's is not in every state, but anytime I'd see a Buc-ee's, I'd have to do a stop.
A lot of people are scared of spiders. But did you know spiders are also scared of spiders? More
What?
specifically, this fucking demon.
Ooh. What is that? Like fangs? They're very long. I'd be scared of that too if I was. Well, I'm scared of that as a person and as a spider.
That is an assassin spider. And as with most things that make you physically recoil from the screen, yeah, it's found in fucking Australia.
Yeah.
¿Quieres?
Which makes a lot of sense when you learn that this ET-looking motherfucker was designed in a lab by God himself for one purpose: turning their extended family tree into a fucking McDonald's menu.
Let me get a...
These things eat exclusively other spiders.
Ha! Get wrecked, spiders. I'm just saying this because a lot of spiders try to ruin our lives. Well, guess what? Karma.
And the way they execute their cousins is by using their own tools against them. See, they start their hunts by finding a succulent arachnid meal hanging out in its web. The assassin walks over and starts playing that silk like it's fucking Guitar Hero. The victim, and yes, the spider in this situation is a fucking victim, feels those vibrations in its web and assumes the fly it door-dashed earlier has arrived, gets up off the couch, and goes to grab its food. However, when they reach the front door and this fucking demon from the seventh circle kicks it down, they realise there is no DoorDash. They are the DoorDash. And before the victim can fucking blink, the assassin stabs it through the chest. Because apparently the circle of hell this thing crawled out of is fucking London.
Please, that's
And
so
once
funny.
the victim is firmly impaled, it uses that long-ass neck and oversized jaws to lift it off the ground so it can't fight back while it is pumped full of venom.
Cruel!
Once that happens, the assassin spider just fucking holds the victim there, stone cold staring at it as the life slowly fades from its eyes.
I am glad that spider's not a danger to me. Also, when he mentioned the knives and the British, I got reminded of something that my chat told me about recently on Twitch. Apparently, there is knife boxes in London where you can drop off knives. I assume that were used for criminal activity. I thought that was such a crazy fact. Like, how bad does it have to get for the government to be like, all right, let's erect knife boxes. We cannot have these people run around with these knives anymore. Hi guys, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
I am reporting live from a dead whale. But why am I here?
Which one? Is it the one that got blown up by humans a couple years back? Is it one that blows itself up? I recently learned that you should not go too close to a beached dead whale because they have gases inside that could potentially make them explode.
Well, the year is 1970
Oh, that's the case about the humans that blew up the whale!
in the town of Florence, Oregon, where a 14-meter, 8-ton dead sperm whale has spawned on the beach.
Yeah.
And the reason that is a problem, beyond smelling like shit, is that when you leave a dead whale microwaving in the sun for too long, they have a chance to explode. So, this raised the problem. How the fuck do you get rid of an 8-ton dead body? Because that big bastard's not fitting in the boot. Well, at the time, the Florence Beach was the responsibility of the Roadworks Department. The Roadworks Department, however, had no fucking clue how to fix that, so they helped.
Imagine you work for Roadworks and they're like, hey Jerry, so there's a dead whale and it's your responsibility. And you're just like, brother, what?
the meeting to figure it out. What if we lift it up onto a truck? Our crane is rated for a ton. That thing weighs 8. Be like you trying to squat a fucking elephant. What else? What if we cut it up with chainsaws? What part of it explodes. Did you not understand? What if we blow it up?
It's genius. Why didn't I think of that?
So, Roadworks called the Navy and asked if they were allowed to fucking atomize it. And this, being the USA, the Navy fucking approved it. Which is why I am now standing here with a giant crowd of spectators.
Who would want to spectate that? I don't know. First of all, I'd be scared of getting hit by whale guts. But also, I don't want to see that, man.
And a bloody news crew in front of a whale stuffed to the fucking blowhole with TNT. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Well, as it turns out, no one on the road crew had a fucking clue how much TNT to use.
We're not sure just exactly how much explosives it'll take.
So to make sure it got rid of the whale, they used 500 kilos. That's what could go wrong.
That sounds like a little bit of an overkill. But also the whale was, what, 8 tons? That's a lot of whale, too.
The crowd looked up in horror as whale chunks were launched 250 meters into the air. Everyone was coated in a fine mist of rotting flesh as they ran for their lives to avoid being crushed by falling pieces of Mr. Krabs' daughter. And while no humans were squashed, one piece of whale crushed a man's fucking car.
Oh my god. I would never get over that if that was my car. I would forever hold a grudge against that whale. And it's not even the goddamn whale's fault.
But the funniest part is even after enough TNT to level a house, they did it wrong so it didn't get rid of the whole whale. They still had to fucking bury it.
Dude, sounds about right, to be honest. But I think, well, who's to blame, really? I guess the people responsible are to blame for sure, but also, who the fuck knows what to do in such a situation? They probably should have reached out to some of wildlife specialists or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't think they had Google back then. Or what is the kids nowadays using ChatGPT? They can't ask that. Like, how the fuck do I get rid of the whale? So, you know.
This is the world's most poisonous bird.
For some reason, it never occurred to me that birds can be poisonous, but yeah, sure.
Which is weird considering it does not naturally produce any toxins whatsoever. So how the fuck does that work? Well, this flying carrot is a hooded patooey, and it's basically nature's version of Kirby.
Oh.
But not because they eat a lot. No, this little guy was discovered in Papua New Guinea back in the late 1980s by a scientist named Jack Dumbarker. And while handling the patooey in the field for his research, he very scientifically discovered a super cool bird fact. Touching them made his skin tingle like TV static before it went numb and then started to fucking burn.
Aww.
Upon further research, he discovered that may possibly have been because the secret herbs and spices God used to coat this sentient KFC bucket from beak to talon was fucking batraka toxin. The same shit that coats poison dart frog. Otherwise known as one of the most potent neurotoxins on the entire fucking planet.
Hey, so that's not good. Don't touch that bird.
Because of course it's fucking neurotoxin. I cannot go 5 minutes without it being fucking neurotoxin.
I think when you watch MoreParz videos, you can make a great drinking game out of it. Literally, every time neurotoxin or Australia is mentioned, I promise you, you will not go deeper than 5 shorts before you're blackout drunk.
But like I said, they don't naturally produce it. No, they eat it. See, these fuckers love to eat these things called merillid beetles. And those beetles evolved batraka toxin specifically to avoid being eaten.
Well, that didn't work, did it now?
That sign, however, did not stop the patooey, because it can't fucking read. Also, they have poison immunity. So, they eat the bugs, absorb their poison build, and redistribute it to their feathers and skin. Now, any parasites that bite them fucking die, touching them hurts you, and anything dumb enough to eat this forbidden zinger box enters the forbidden sleep.
So touching them will be uncomfortable, but you're not gonna outright die. Probably unless you touch it a lot. But then, of course, eating it would be bad, yes.
Did you know that whales can explode?
Yes, I learned about that recently, yes.
Yeah, these bad boys can turn themselves into an all-natural IED, but they can't explode on command like a creeper. No, in order to pull or explode, it needs to be fucking dead first. In fact, it's got to die in a very specific way. See, usually when a whale carks it, that fucker sinks like a stone and gets hoovered up by bottom feeders. But if it manages to wash up on shore, or it dies by beaching itself, there's nothing to eat it. No, what that house-sized corpse does do is sit there frying in the fucking sun, starting to rot.
Yeah, right.
Now, a fun fact about rotting corpses, they go through this cool process called putrefaction. Basically, all the bacteria in your gut start to break down your flesh, which produces a shitload of different gases. And if nothing punches a hole in the whale, that gas has nowhere to go. So the corpse begins to swell and inflate like a fucking balloon.
Oh, I didn't know I had that mod on.
And it will fill with gas until its body can't fucking take it anymore, at which point it basically becomes a fucking boomer from Left 4 Dead.
Oh, God.
The force of the gas can cause the skin to split and then Free Willy explodes all over the fucking beach, but anyone touching it could cause it to explode as well.
I saw a video where apparently people were like climbing on top of the dead whale and stuff. Like, I just don't get that. Because, well, even if you don't know that they explode, why you climbing a corpse, brother?
Which is why, if you see a whale corpse on the beach, whatever you do, do not fucking touch it. I just told you, don't fucking touch it.
Bruh, that was really fun. I think my favorite fact that I learned today was that there is a poisonous bird. Because I kind of knew about the whale stuff already, although he did recount it in a very entertaining way. And the highway stuff was also cool, but I'm still not doing a road trip in Australia. No way. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I will probably do more of these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.